Hello everyone, welcome back. So in the last lecture, we did some questions based on the relationship between the zeros and coefficients for quadratic polynomial. Also, I introduced the relationship for cubic polynomials. Today in this lecture, we are going to finish this chapter, okay, because division algorithm we are not going to cover here from now, for now, okay, but today we will have questions based on the relationship between the zeros and coefficients for the cubic polynomial. Okay, so let me just give you the quick revision whatever we studied for cubic polynomial. Okay, see students, I assumed the standard form of a cubic polynomial as ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Okay, and I assumed the three zeros as alpha, beta and gamma, and the required and the relationship, okay, the relationship we derived was the first one was for sum of zeros alpha plus beta plus gamma, and that relationship was minus b upon a. Remember students, b is the coefficient of x square and a is the coefficient of x cube here. Okay, and the second relationship we derived was sum of product of zeros taken two at a time, that is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, and it was equal to c by a, that means coefficient of x upon coefficient of x cube. And the final relationship was for product of three zeros, the product of zeros was equal to minus d by a. Also students, if we want to write the expression for a cubic polynomial whose zeros are alpha, beta and gamma, so we can write in this way. See, the cubic polynomial whose zeros are alpha, beta and gamma can be expressed in this way students. Suppose p is the required polynomial, okay, px, and it can be written in this form. Any real number can be multiplied as in the case of quadratic polynomial. Okay, so k, it is x cube minus sum of zeros. So sum of zeros is alpha plus beta plus gamma. Okay, it's x square. Then it is plus alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha times x, then minus alpha beta gamma. Okay, remember student, this expression for the cubic polynomial, zeros of which are alpha, beta and gamma. Clear? Students, you can remember in this way. See, you can observe here the sign occurs alternatively. The coefficient of x cube is positive, then the coefficient of x square is negative, then the coefficient of x is again positive, and then the last one constant term is negative. Clear students? So try to remember this. So let's start questions based on that. Okay, see, we'll start with the very first question. You will find the same kind of question in NCERT, or the same question in the NCERT optional exercise. Okay, see the question number 1. In the question number 1, students, it is given verify these three are the zeros of this cubic polynomial, and we have to also verify the relationship. Okay, we have to verify the relationship we just wrote here. Okay, see, let me write the question first. Verify that 3 comma minus 1 comma minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of the polynomial is given. Let me just write the polynomial directly. Are zeros of px. Okay, what is the expression for px? It is 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3. Okay, verify that these three are the zeros of this polynomial px, and then verify and then verify the relationship, and then verify the relationship between the zeros and coefficients, between the zeros and coefficients. Clear, students? Now, since students, we have to first verify that these three are the zeros of this px or not. Okay, so students, how we can verify the that this particular 3 is the zero of this px or not? We can verify by replacing x as 3. Okay, if we replace this x as 3, we will have 0. Okay, you remember the definition of 0 of a polynomial? Okay, if x is equal to a is a 0 of a polynomial, that means by substituting a at the place of x, okay, by replacing x by a, okay, with a, we will have 0. We will have the complete expression as 0. So yes, let me just check for x is equal to 3. If x is equal to 3 is the 0 of px or not. So let me just calculate directly p3. Okay, p3 means I am writing 3 at the place of x, so it should be 0. Okay, so p3 is 3 into 3 cube. I am writing in the place of x 3. Okay, minus 5 into 3 square. Okay, and minus 11 into its 3 and it's minus 3. Okay, see students, 3 into 3 cube, it will become 3 raised to the power 4, and 3 raised to the power 4 is nothing but 81. 3 square is 9, 9 5s are 45. Minus 11 into 3 is minus 33, minus 3. Students, don't get confused, this dot denotes the multiplication here. Okay, or you apply the multiplication sign here. Okay, if you get confused, you can just apply this multiplication here. Okay, कहीं आप इसको डेसिमल ना समझ लें. Okay, see, if you simplify this, you have to get 0. So it's 0. You can check 45, 33, 3. They are getting nothing but 0. So yes, 81 minus 81 is 0. So since p3 is equal to 0, that means yes, this 3 is the 0 of a px, or 3 is the 0 of this cubic polynomial. Clear, students? Now you have to check for minus 1 and minus 1 by 3 as well. I am leaving this on your side. Okay, you have to check. Okay, I am writing here similarly, but you have to complete. Okay, similarly, it's your work to check whether it's p minus 1 is getting 0. It will become 0. Okay, and p of minus 1 by 3 0. Okay, it's your work. Now students, the second part of the question is verify the relationship between the zeros and coefficients. That means yes, we have to verify now whether the alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b upon a or not. Okay, so let's just verify the relationship. Okay, see students, by comparing the given polynomial with the standard form, can I write the value of a, b, c, d? Okay, so comparing with general form, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Comparing with general form, we get a. Just tell me what is the value of a. The value of a is plus 3. What is the value of b? The coefficient of x square, it is minus 5. What is the value of c? The coefficient of x, it's minus 11. And what is the what is the constant term? That is d, it's minus 3. Okay students, now students, we have the zeros. Now suppose I am taking zeros as alpha, beta and gamma. So suppose the zeros are alpha, beta, gamma, and I am taking alpha as 3, beta as minus 1. Okay, you can check any 0 as alpha, any 0 as beta, and any 0 as gamma. Okay, and suppose gamma is minus 1 by 3. Okay, so we have to verify the relationship. Okay, so we will verify the relationship. See, we have to verify the relationship. Let's just verify the first relationship. Okay, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma. Okay, so yes, let's just calculate alpha plus beta plus gamma. Alpha plus beta plus gamma, that is sum of zeros. Okay, if I calculate alpha plus beta plus gamma, just use the values from the given zeros. 3 minus 1 and gamma is minus 1 by 3. Okay, now students, you have to simplify this. 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3. If I take 3 as LCM, okay, so it will become 3 3s are 9 minus 3 minus 1, so it will become 9 minus 3 is 6, 6 minus 1 is 5 by 3. Okay, now students, just check, can I write 5 by 3 as minus of minus 5 by 3? Any confusion, students? I guess no confusion. Okay, why I am writing so? Now the value of b, you can check, it is b minus 5, and the value of a, you can check, it is 3. So yes, it's a, the value of 3 is, the value of a is 3. So yes, we verified the relationship alpha plus beta plus gamma, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. This relationship is now verified. Clear, students? Now students, we have to verify the other two relationship as well. Okay, that is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. It should be equal to c by a. Okay, I am leaving this also on your side. Okay, because this is NCERT question, the simple question, you will solve this. Okay, let's have न्यू क्वेश्चन. ओके, इस क्वेश्चन का बाकी का पार्ट आप लोग खुद करें. ओके, क्योंकि बस दो रिलेशनशिप को वेरीफाई करना है, सिंपल कैलकुलेशन है और कुछ नहीं है. ओके, लेट मी टेक अनदर क्वेश्चन. सी, द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आई एम टेकिंग इज, if alpha, beta and gamma, see this question, this is an important one. Okay, if alpha, beta and gamma are zeros of the polynomial is given is 6x cube plus 3x square minus 5x plus 1. If alpha, beta and gamma are the zeros of this polynomial, okay, then find the value of, find the value of this alpha inverse plus beta inverse plus gamma inverse. Now students, this is a comparatively good question. Okay, alpha, beta, gamma are the zeros of this given polynomial, and we have to find this alpha inverse plus beta inverse plus gamma inverse. Students, we will verify very soon, but we will find this value. Okay, but before that, what I am doing, I am just writing the relationship. Okay, solution. Since alpha, beta and gamma are zeros of what? 6x cube. Students, just tell me what is the value of a? It is plus 6. Okay, and what is the value of b? It is plus 3. What is the value of c? It is minus 5. And what is the value of d? Constant term, plus 1. So since alpha, beta, gamma are the zeros of this, therefore can I write the three relationship, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus b by a. So the value of b is plus 3 and the value of a is 6. So yes, we got the first relationship, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma as minus 1 by 2. That's my equation number 1. Okay students, now I am writing the second relationship for the alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. It is equal to c by a. You can check, c is minus 5 and a is 6. So this is equation number 2. Okay, it's a minus 5 by 6. Clear students? No problem at all. Now let's just check what we wanted. We wanted alpha inverse plus beta inverse plus gamma inverse. Now students, just tell me what is the value of alpha inverse. It is nothing but 1 upon alpha. Beta inverse is 1 upon beta and gamma inverse is 1 upon gamma. No confusion? Okay. Now students, just tell me, if I take LCM, the LCM will be alpha beta gamma. Okay, we will be writing the alpha beta gamma also. Okay, the third relationship was alpha beta gamma. Let me just write here the third relation also, alpha beta gamma. It was equal to d by a minus d by a. Okay, so minus d by a means minus 1 by 6. Okay, so it will be equal to minus 1 by 6. That's my equation number 3. Okay, now students, just tell me it's alpha beta gamma. Okay, if I simplify further, I will have beta gamma plus alpha gamma, beta gamma plus alpha gamma plus alpha beta. Okay, now students, you can check the numerator is nothing but the equation number 2. That means the sum of product of zeros taken 2 at a time, and the denominator is equation number 3. So yes, we can use the values directly. Okay, so yes, using equation number 2 and 3, using equation 2 and equation 3, can I write in the place of this beta gamma plus gamma alpha plus alpha beta minus 5 by 6. So in the numerator we have minus 5 by 6, and the denominator alpha beta gamma is nothing but minus 1 by 6. So 6 will get cancelled out, minus 5 upon minus 1, the answer is plus 5. So students, the required answer of this question is plus 5. Clear? Let's have the next one. Question number 3. Okay, see, in this question we have, if the zeros of px, okay, and what is the given polynomial px? It is x cube minus 3x square and plus x plus 1. If the zeros of px are a minus b, comma a plus b. So students, here these are the given zeros. Okay, that means you can consider alpha as a minus b, beta as a, and gamma as a plus b. Okay, so find the sum of all values of b. Find the sum of all values of b. We have to find the sum of all values of b. It's a nice question. Okay, see, let's just simplify this solution. Students, just tell me, the zeros are now a minus b, a and a plus b. Okay, so what will be the sum of zeros? Okay, sum of zeros, if I calculate, let me just write, since a minus b, a, since a minus b, a and a plus b, okay, are zeros of this px. Okay, now students, just tell me one thing, if these 3 are zeros of px, so the sum of zeros is going to be sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma, is going to be equal to minus b upon a. Okay, so sum of zeros, I am just writing directly sum of zeros. Okay, so it's a minus b plus a plus b. It will be equal to minus b by a. Now b is, don't get confused with b. The b I am using is the coefficient of x square. Okay, so the coefficient of x square is, you can check, it's a minus 3 here. Okay, so minus b, and the coefficient of x cube is plus 1. Okay, don't get confused with this b. Okay, this b is given in the question as the 0. Okay, a minus b. Okay, a minus b complete is a 0. A is another 0, and a plus b is the third 0. Okay, so students, from here what we get? From here you can check this plus b and minus b will get cancelled out. Okay, let me just show you. A minus b plus a plus a plus b, this minus minus will become plus. Okay, and from here this plus b minus b will get cancelled out, and 3a will become 3, so the value of a will become 1. 3a will become 3, so the value of a is going to get plus 1. Clear, students? So in this way we calculated the value of a, but what we wanted the sum of all values of b. Now we are not sure how many values of b can have. Okay, but just by writing the second relationship, okay, or third relationship, we will be having the idea of that. Okay, now students, since a is calculated, so the zeros are nothing but 1 minus b, comma 1 plus b. Now students, it's up to you. Either you can take the use of second relationship, that is sum of products of two zeros taken 2 at a time, sum of product of zeros taken 2 at a time, or the product of 0. I'm using the third relationship directly. Okay, so the product of zeros, students, just tell me product of zeros. Product of zeros किसके इक्वल होता है? प्रोडक्ट ऑफ जीरोस, प्रोडक्ट ऑफ जीरोस आपका इक्वल हो जाता है माइनस डी बाई ए के, मतलब माइनस constant term upon coefficient of x cube. Okay, so yes, I will be using that only. Product of zeros, product of zeros निकाले कितना आ जाएगा? It's 1 minus b, 1 into 1 plus b, इन तीनों का प्रोडक्ट. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, इनका प्रोडक्ट क्या आने वाला है? इनका प्रोडक्ट होने वाला है 1 माइनस बी स्क्वायर. क्यों? क्योंकि 1 से तो कोई मतलब ही नहीं है 1 से मल्टीप्लाई करने पर, और a माइनस बी, ए प्लस बी मल्टीप्लाई होते हैं तो a स्क्वायर माइनस बी स्क्वायर बनता है, और 1 का स्क्वायर 1 ही बनने वाला है. आई गेस नो प्रॉब्लम. तो स्टूडेंट्स, जो प्रोडक्ट ऑफ जीरोज आया है 1 माइनस बी स्क्वायर, किसके इक्वल आता है? ये इक्वल होता है माइनस डी बाई ए के. ओके, सो माइनस डी बाई ए, डी की वैल्यू है हमारी +1, सो इट इज -1 अपॉन 1. क्लियर? Because we know the product of zeros is minus d by a. Okay, I just wrote directly the relationship. Okay, you can write in the examination the relationship first, alpha, beta, gamma. We know the product of zeros is minus of constant term upon coefficient of x cube. Clear? So students, from here you can observe this minus b square, this +1 when goes in the right hand side, it will become -1, and adding to this -1 it will become -2. This minus minus will become what? Cancel out. So b square is +2. Or students, if I just ask you what is the value of b, so yes, you have to take the 2 sign, plus minus √2. Clear, students? So the b can have two values, either it is plus √2 or it is minus √2. Okay students, so what will be the sum of these two values? Just tell me what will be the sum of these two values. Obviously 0. Okay, b is equal to plus minus √2, so the sum of these two values, so the required answer is gonna have what? Sum of values of b is √2 plus minus √2, so the answer is 0. Clear, everyone? I hope now it's simple for you. Okay, now let's have more question. Okay, see the question number 4 of today's class. Okay students, now we will be having the questions based on quadratic as well cubic, because topic is completed now. Okay, we have to just finish this lecture. Okay, topic is completed, we solved the questions also. Okay, though I didn't take the question based on the writing the expression for a cubic polynomial. Okay, so students, let us first solve a question based on writing the expression for cubic polynomial when the zeros of polynomial is given. Okay, so students, in the NCERT only you have this question, see, in optional exercise. Write a cubic polynomial. Write a cubic polynomial with sum, comma, sum of product of zeros taken two at a time, with sum, comma, sum of product of zeros taken two at a time, comma, product of zeros are 2, -7, -14 respectively. Now students, I guess it's a one step question for us. Why? Because we already remember the expression for the polynomial whose zeros are alpha, beta and gamma, but directly we are given what? The sum of zeros, the sum of product of zeros, and the product of zeros, that is -14. So can I directly write the expression? Okay, so students, without wasting time, I am direct writing the expression. Okay, required polynomial is, suppose px, okay, it's going to be a constant, and in the bracket we have x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma shows the sum of zeros, and sum of zeros is given 2. So I am writing directly 2 at the place of what? Alpha plus beta plus gamma. Okay students, in examination you can write here, suppose the zeros are alpha, beta, gamma, so alpha plus beta plus gamma is given as 2, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is given as -7, alpha beta gamma is given as -14. Okay, you can just fill the page. Okay, see, it's x cube minus 2x square, then plus after that it occurs sum of product of zeros taken two at a time, so it's given to us -7, so it's -7x. okay, and then minus sign comes, then it is product of zeros, so the product of zeros is given to us -14. Clear? So yes, the required polynomial px can be written in this way, where k is any real number. X cube minus 2x square, it's -7x, and minus it's plus 14. Okay, k belongs to R, that means k is any real number. क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स, ये जो ये साइन बनता है इस तरीके से एप्सिलॉन जैसा साइन बनता है, ये बिलोंग्स टू बताता है कि यहाँ पर k कोई भी रियल नंबर है, या फिर आप लैंग्वेज में लिख सकते हैं वेयर k इज एनी रियल नंबर. क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स, आई होप this question is also clear to everyone. Okay, now let's have some mixed question. It can be based on the quadratic polynomial or cubic polynomial. Okay, then we will be completing this chapter. Okay, see students, suppose if the sum of zeros of a polynomial is given, see polynomial given है कुछ इस तरीके से, f of t, मतलब f जो है वो वेरिएबल यूज किया है. ओके, kt स्क्वायर f जो है वो डिनोट करने के लिए आपने यूज किया है लेटर. ओके, एंड वेरिएबल t यूज किया है, सॉरी, सो द वेरिएबल इज t. ओके, सो द polynomial is kt square plus 2t plus 3k okay, is equal to, if the sum of zeros of ft is equal to their product, मतलब product of zeros के इक्वल है, their product. Okay, then find the value of k. Then find the value of k. Now it's students, it's very simple for you. Okay, because this is a quadratic polynomial and we are given the sum of zeros as equal to product of zeros. Okay, so if zeros are alpha and beta, we can directly write here that alpha plus beta is alpha beta. Clear? That means the value of minus b by a is equal to c by a. Okay, or a will again cancel out. So I am just writing directly from the given polynomial. Alpha plus beta will become minus 2 upon k. Clear students? Minus 2 by k it will become. It is the value of alpha plus beta, and the value of alpha beta, that is c by a, is going to be 3k upon k. Clear students? I guess no confusion. Okay, now students, इसके आगे का के सिंप्लीफिकेशन कैसे करेंगे? देखिए, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो 3k स्क्वायर किसके इक्वल हो जाएगा? 3k स्क्वायर. 3k स्क्वायर इक्वल हो जाएगा माइनस 2k के, माइनस 2k. ओके, इसको इधर लेके आएंगे तो ये बनेगा 3k स्क्वायर प्लस 2k इज इक्वल टू 0. ओके, नाउ स्टूडेंट्स यू कैन check here, k is common, so it will become 3k plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, now students, since the product of these two is 0, so either k is equal to 0 or 3k plus 2 is equal to 0, or after simplifying you can check the k is minus 2 by 3. Now students, we have the two answers. Either k is 0 or k is minus 2 by 3, but students, you have to understand here that k must not equal to 0. Just tell me students, why k is not 0? Because k is the coefficient of this leading term. Okay, if k becomes 0, this won't be a quadratic polynomial. So since k not equal to 0, since k cannot equal to 0, the value of k will be minus 2 by 3 only. This is the last one of today's class. Okay, suppose question number 5th. Given that the zeros of this is again the question based on the cubic polynomial. Okay, so it's last question of cubic polynomial as well, the last question of this chapter. Okay, given that the zeros of the polynomial, the cubic polynomial, given that the zeros of the cubic polynomial x cube minus 6x square plus 3x plus 10 are of the form a comma a plus b comma a plus 2b. Okay, so zeros are a comma a plus b comma a plus 2b for some real number a and b, where a and b are real numbers. Okay, let me just write for some real numbers, a and b. Okay, then find the values of a and b as well the zeros of the polynomial. Then find the values of this a and b, also the zeros of polynomial. Okay, so let's just simplify. Clear students? See, the given polynomial is x cube minus 6x square plus 3x plus 10. Now students, here you can check the coefficient of x cube is plus 1, the coefficient of x square minus 6, the coefficient of x is 3, and constant term is 10. So the zeros are already given, a plus b, a plus 2b. Okay, so using the relationship we can get the three equations actually. Okay, so let me just write the first relationship. Okay, we know sum of zeros. Okay, now sum of zeros, students, you know sum of zeros are nothing but minus b upon a. Okay, but here the value of b is minus 6 and the value of a is 1. Okay, so sum of zeros will become, why I am not writing b upon a form, because b and a are also already in the question. Okay, in terms of zeros. Okay, so I am writing directly the coefficient of x square upon the coefficient of the x cube. So sum of zeros will become what? A plus b plus a plus 2b is equal to what? Plus 6. So from here, students, if I simplify, I will be getting 3a plus 3b as 6, or we get a relationship between a and b. So I will be getting a plus b value as plus 2. Okay, I just divided the 3 in both of sides. Okay, so yes, that's my equation number 1. Clear, students? A plus b is equal to 2. Now students, the second relationship we can use. Okay, I'll be using the relationship of the product of zeros. Okay, so if I take the product of these three, okay, let me just write first product of zeros. The product of zeros is nothing but minus d upon a. So the constant term here is 10 and the a is 1. That is the coefficient of x cube is 1. So the product of zeros will become what? It will become a into a plus b into a plus 2b is equal to what? Minus 10. Now students, from here if I just simplify this, what I am gonna have? Okay, students, can you check if I use the equation number 1, because this is the equation in 2 variable. Okay, and if I want to simplify this, I have to reduce into 1 variable. Okay, so I am using the equation number 1 here only. Okay, using equation number 1. Students, can you observe that at the place of a, I can write 2 minus b. Okay, so I am writing 2 minus b in the place of a. So in the place of a, it is 2 minus b. Now a plus b is already 2. Okay, if you write 2 minus b, b will get cancelled out, so you will have only 2. And a plus 2b, a plus 2b you can write in this way. See, since a is 2 minus b plus 2b is equal to minus 10. Okay, now students, this 2 will get cancelled out with this minus 10 minus 5 times. Clear? Now wait, here only we will simplify this. Here only. Okay, so here we have 2 minus b into 2b minus b will become 2 plus b. 2 plus b as minus 5. Okay, if you use the identity a minus b, a plus b, it will become a square, that is 4, minus b square, that is b square, is equal to minus 5, or the minus b square will become minus 9, or minus minus will get cancelled out, so the value of b is going to be plus minus 3. Clear, students? So yes, we have to find the values of a and b. So b is plus minus 3. Okay, so we have to take once b as plus 3 and then b as minus 3. So taking b as 3, taking b plus 3, what will be the value of a? The value of a will be 2 minus 3, that is minus 1, and taking b as minus 3, the value of a. Okay, if I take the value of b as minus 3, the value of a will become 2 minus minus 3, or 2 plus 3, that is 5. Okay, so students, these are the values, these are the pair of values actually, minus 1 comma 3 and minus 3 comma 5. Clear? Now students, you have to write the zeros also. So if you take any combination, you will have the zeros. Okay, let me just, you will have the same zeros. Okay, zeros cannot be distinct. Okay, in the two cases, suppose I am using a as minus 1 and b as 3, so the zeros are, required zeros are what will be the required zeros? Zeros are, see, right, taking a as minus 1 and b as 3, minus 1, okay, and minus 1 plus 3, okay, it is 2. Okay, I am using a as minus 1 and b as 3, so the a plus b value is 3 minus 1 2. Okay, and the last one is what? A plus 2b, so minus 1 plus 6, it will become 5. So the zeros are minus 1 comma 2 comma 5. Also, if you want, you can take the another pair of a and b, you will get the same zeros, that is minus 1 comma 2 comma 5. Clear students? So it was the last question of today's class. Okay, we will have more questions, you will have more questions in the study material. Okay, so let's meet with the new chapter. Okay, now what is the new chapter? Let's see. Okay, wait for that. Till then, take care. Bye bye.